Hey there. I thought I would do a video from my tub since I've been having a hell of a time trying to figure out how to get my webcam to sync with my voice. So I thought I would use my phone in the tub and maybe call this Tales from the Tub. Paranormal, not pornographic. My husband seems to think that pornographic tales from the tub would probably make more views. But yeah, maybe in a future episode, but not now. I actually watched a video today from Kitty the Dreamer. Kitty had a topic here a few weeks ago about skinwalkers, and it reminded me of a story that happened to my daughter and I and her boyfriend at the time that could, kind of be construed as possible eyewitness accounts of a skinwalker, or as the natives up here in northern Alberta call Wendigos. 2006, it was early summer. Yeah, really early summer, late spring, kind of in there. And we were driving back to our town here. I don't want to say exactly where I live, but northern Alberta. We're in the kind of woodlands. Probably about a couple hours north of Edmonton. And we were actually driving back from Edmonton the one time. And probably about 11:30, it was dark outside. And about halfway home, we came across an animal crossing, like the divided highways. Like there was someone on the other highway that had slowed down to let this animal cross. And then my daughter, who was driving, thought it was barreling across at her, so she slammed on the brakes of our car. I was sitting in the passenger seat. And she was terrified because what she had seen in front of her on the other side of the hood of the car was a man. Like there was a man looking at her and trying to run across the highway. And I didn't see that part because I was looking to the right side of the car out the front window, and what I saw was actually the tail end of a deer. And I definitely thought we clipped it because I felt and saw like its hooves kind of kick up against the fender of the car. So my daughter just stopped dead. We're like, oh my God, did we hit an animal? And she said, no, we hit a guy. And I said, no, we didn't. And we're arguing back and forth. I said, no, it was a deer. And then her boyfriend, who was sitting in the back seat at the time, he said, no, Rhonda, it was a man. And then we were just sat there and we couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. What did we just see? And that's when my daughter looked across at the other highway and realized that the minivan that was coming the other way, that had first stopped before we did, was still sitting there. You know, like they were just as stunned as we were. We had no idea what it was. So, like they started to slowly take off, and then we kind of figured, okay, well, we might as well go home. And we talked about it all the way home, and Teresa's boyfriend from the back seat, he was telling us a story about Wendigo, because I guess he's from Saskatchewan, and they had heard stories that the natives had told up there. I don't know exactly. I didn't do any research on it. But he was saying that he figured it was something of a Wendigo, and I thought, yeah, I don't know, it must just be us, our eyes playing tricks on us, maybe, I don't know. But I know, like, that was 2006, and, it's 2013 now, and my daughter, she's an atheist. She doesn't believe in any of this BS sort of thing, like what she says. It's all crap. She doesn't believe in God, doesn't believe anything, and yet she still, to this day, swears she hit a man. So, I don't know. What was it? To this day, we still have no idea. Was it a Wendigo? Was it a skinwalker? I don't know. And then after watching Kitty's video this afternoon, I started to, she had mentioned in her video that it was Navajo. Like she had watched some videos on YouTube about some chief that was talking, like a Navajo chief that was being interviewed. So it was funny because there was a Chief Dan that was being interviewed in this video in the feed beside hers, like beside Kitty's feed. So I clicked on that, and it turns out halfway through his video, he was talking about how the, what's it called? Like the legend of like the Wendigo or the Skinwalker, as they call it down there in the Navajo area, actually originated with the Denny people. And I don't know if you're familiar with the Denny tribes, but they originate somewhere in the Alaska area, northwestern Canada area. And it turns out that the Navajo dialect is very similar to the Apache dialect, and it all comes from Athabascan tribes. I don't know if it's tribes or people, and I really don't know, so I don't want to say. But if you do research, it shows like Athabasca is our area. Like, we're up in northern Alberta. This is the area where these Denny people would have come from, where our people here are still the Apache, which speak similar tongue to what the Navajo people would speak. So just that correlation there kind of made me stop and think, like, maybe we did see something weirder than we thought. I don't know. But anyway, that's our story. I might actually link this one up to your video, Kitty, because I don't know whether you're on my channel or not, so you might not see it if I don't. Talk to you later. Bye.